Hi everyone, it's Nancy here, and I'm back with another process video for you. Here I am just taking some bits of paper from the Dear Lizzie Polka Dot Party collection. I did sort of struggle with this piece of paper. I cut it down a little bit weirdly, but I kind of got it to work in the end. That's just a piece of pink cardstock that I'm going to mount it on. I decide, again, I'm not overly in love with this paper, so I decide to add some interest to the background. So I'm laying down some gesso, and I'm actually laying it down quite thickly because I do want a bit of texture in the background. So I'm just laying that down, and then I'm just drying that up with my heat gun. And now I'm just mixing some more gesso with some of the lemon zest, I believe it's called the Dilutions. And I'm just mixing that up. And I should have really used a palette, not a piece of paper. And I'm just using my palette knife to add that to the background. At this point I had no idea where this layout was going, but I was just creating some background texture. So really like how that's looking, and it is really kind of nice and thick, so it does look quite textured in person. And again, I've just dried that up, and then I've just added some spray with my lemon Dilutions, and I'm now adding some gold over the top. And again, at this point I'm still not sure where I'm going. I'm just trying to add some texture to the background. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here because it is off camera. Oh, I think I was trying to get the lid off one of my mists, and then my camera died, but so in the meantime I had actually just cut some different bits out, and I then had used the grey mist with the kind of barbed chicken wire stamp, and just added that in the background because I decided it was just a little bit too light. And this is the photo that I wanted to use. It's me thinking I'm hilarious because there's a warning CCTV in use sort of sign, and then there's me with my t-shirt that says no photos please, and I do wear that t-shirt to the gym, and I think it's even funnier. But yeah, and this is just a photo that my bestie snapped of me while we were out. Because the photo is quite dark, I do want to add some black ink to the edge of everything, and these were just some bits that I had on my desk. So this is some Maggie Holmes Project Life cards, and there's a piece from the Alison Kreft collection, and then a piece from the Prima Coffee Break collection. I am adding black ink to everything because I do want to kind of make it more stark, and I'm just using that Claudine Helmuth little foam stamp, and it's just little polka dots. So I'm just using that to add some texture and build that up in the background. When I used the stamp, the mask, I sprayed through it, and then I flipped it over and just pushed that onto the page. So that's where you've got kind of these two different sort of chicken wire effects. I do really like that technique, so I think I'm going to have to do it on a bigger sort of background piece of paper, because as normal I end up covering up most of the background that I've created. So I'm just layering up these different pieces. There's another craft tag. These craft tags on quite a few layouts recently because I found a stash of them up, so I do love how tags look on layouts. So I'm just kind of sticking this all down vaguely in the kind of arrangement I had it. This layout did go together quite quickly. It was about 35 minutes, I think. Again, I sat down with no real clue what I wanted to do with it, and there's not a particular story behind this layout. I just really liked the photo. I thought it was funny. You can see that I'm having a small glass of wine there to help me relax. I am kind of on a healthy eating kick, but you know, after the week I've had, I thought, no, I really do deserve a glass of wine. I'm just taking this gold thread that it's a sewing machine thread, and I got it in the quirky kits that I used to subscribe to. And it was just kind of sitting on my desk, and I thought, oh, I can remember I've seen people do this where they kind of just like ball it up and add it to the background, and I've done it with twine before, but not kind of like a thin thread. So I do just add that up. You can't really see it too well on the video, but as I'd added the gold mist in the background, it just picks up a little bit of gold, and again it just adds another texture to the background. And I think it's something I am going to do again on another layout, maybe kind of in a slightly bigger way, because it kind of gets a little bit lost on this layout. So I'm just going through some other bits and pieces that I had on my desk. I'm not sure where these frames are from. Again, these are frames that Carrie sent me in our recent swap, and I'm not sure where they're from. I think they might be create paper notes and things, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm just looking at where I can add these on the layout, and I'm just cutting those down. And I'm just adding those behind the layers there. And I really like that bottom one because it said captured, and it was kind of going with the whole photo theme of being on CCTV and saying no photos please, and me just being generally hilarious. Again, I'm just going through lots of little bags and stuff, because everyone who sends me like racks and things like that, which I appreciate so much, and I'm really poop because I never remember who sent what, because I end up chucking everything just in my crop bag. But I love how they come all in like little bags and people package them up, and I just keep them in my bag like that. So I pull out these Jilly Beans Spicy Social Soup die cuts, and I have got more of these die cuts which I'm going to be using for my design team package for Hey Little Magpie next month. They were kind of sitting there, and I knew that there was one that said say cheese, and I really wanted to use that on this layout because again it goes with the whole photo kind of theme. And so the other little one there says every picture tells a story, and then this one says this was way fun, and the other one is #epic, which, you know, I just think are funny, you know, I wouldn't necessarily have used it otherwise. So I've just got that little square piece that I'm going to add there to that side. I'm just adding that say cheese to the top. So it's kind of making my 3 sort of cluster points around the layout. There is orange in that little every picture tells a story as well. So there you can see that really cute donut wood veneer that I was talking about in the last video, which is so cute. So I'm just using these specs, and these again were the wood veneers from the Prima coffee break collection that Carrie shared with me. And I'm just using some hearts as well, and I kind of just thought it went with the whole kind of like looking. I always wear my kind of bright bold specs anyway, so I kind of thought it all kind of went together, and it was kind of just me being. I just thought it was funny. Anyway, I'm just adding some more of these polka dot stamps around. I'm just building that up, and I apologise because I'm here to be texting and just adding some more texture around and just kind of helping to blend everything together. I do kind of like how it looks because the photo is kind of quite stark with the yellow and then the black and then my red hair, so it kind of works in well with the background. I'm using these stickers again because these were out on my desk and I want to get them used up. So I do end up spelling out the word whoops because, you know, I'm being funny because I said no photos please, and I'm being caught on camera and I'm having my picture taken. Oh my, aren't I hilarious? And so I'm just going to put that down as a little title there at the bottom. I will then journal underneath, or I might just journal around the layout how I often do. And again, yeah, I think it looks really cute. I was going to maybe add another title there, but decided not to. Sort of a little subtitle. I'm just looking at a couple of stickers and stuff I've got around, if I can use those up. And I'm just taking this pink piece of paper, which is kind of a little off pink. That came in a Scraptastic kit, and I'm just sticking this layout down I did cut that paper down a little bit small, so it looks a little bit strange, but never mind. Here are some close-up photos, and thank you very much for watching. Cheers, bye!